In today's video, I'm going to talk about the best Black Friday deals of 2021. The last video was about the early Black Friday deals, but since then, of course, there are new deals for gaming PCs, laptops, audio, components, and a lot of stuff that I will be showing you today. The main thing are going to be gaming desktops, and they're going to be the first part of the video, and then I'm going to give you some good deals that I found about technology on this Black Friday. You will have all the links to these products down below in the description. Now, let's start. With the first PC, we have one that I mention in almost every video, and it's the HP Papillon Gaming Desktop with the GTX 1650 Super and the i5 11400. I have this gaming PC, so I'm not going to get into too much detail because I have a whole video around it that you can go and watch in the top right of the screen with benchmarks and a lot of information. Now, the deal for this PC is insane. You can get this PC for $650. This one used to be $800 before the Black Friday, and you're saving around $150 for a gaming PC that has the GTX 1650 Super and one of the newest i5 out there, the i5 11400 for the CPU. Now, I always say that I do recommend upgrading the storage and the RAM, and I do recommend you doing this, and you will be still below that $800 mark if you upgrade with 1TB of hard drive and 8GB of RAM more. If you upgrade with 1TB of SSD, it's going to surpass those $800, but it's still a great deal for a gaming PC like this. If you don't have the money to, you just have $650, don't worry, you can do these upgrades later on, but I really think it's worth it buy at $650. If I had the money to, I would buy it right now because I know later it's going to be $800 again. For 1080p games, it's going to be way more than enough 60 FPS average in every single game, and you can see that on my review video. So definitely worth it buy, and do not buy this gaming PC from Amazon because they have some terrible deals for this HP Pavilion there. They have the i3-10100 version for $830. So definitely if you're going to buy one, buy it from the HP website. You will have it down below in the description. And now let's go with the next one, which is insane as well. With the next deal, and I think it's the most insane one on this list, and it only lasts 22 hours more. The HP Pavilion I think is for the rest of the week, but this one is for the rest of the day, and it's the CyberPower Extreme VR Gaming Desktop. This one is $875, so it's a really reasonable price, and you get the i5 11400F alongside the RTX 2060. You also get a Wi-Fi card, 500GB of SSD, and Windows 11. But let me tell you that the RTX 2060 only is from $700 all the way up to $800, so you're getting a gaming PC just for $100 with the i5 11400F, 500GB of SSD, a case, power supply, 8GB of RAM, which I think you have to upgrade in the future, but $875 for a gaming PC that has the RTX 2060, we haven't seen that in a long time. You also get a mouse and a keyboard, and that's a nice detail to have. With this RTX 2060, you will be able to get the entry level of ray tracing, so that's something to keep in mind. Definitely one of the best deals out there, and once again, if I had the money to, it's definitely a buy. And I'm not sure for how long this gaming PC is going to be in stock, so if you're thinking of buying it, I would buy it right now. With the next PC, we have one from Newegg, and it's the ABS Master Gaming PC. Now, between $875 to $1300, the CyberPower is the best one. Every deal that's between those numbers, I don't think it's worth the buy, and that's why I jumped all the way up to $1300 for this gaming PC, which has the i5 11400F for the CPU, which is the same as the CyberPower one. For the GPU, we get the RTX 3060, which is a huge upgrade from the 2060, 16GB of RAM already, so you don't have to upgrade anything there, and 500GB of SSD, which you can upgrade if you want, but it's not completely necessary, it's just up to your necessities. You also get an Intel B560 motherboard. Now, this gaming PC is going to perform much better than the CyberPower one, mainly because of the GPU. The RTX 3060 is going to perform better overall, and you're also going to perform better with ray tracing, so that's something to keep in mind, and I think it's a really good deal with $100 because you end up saving $100 more than it used to be. This PC also has a front mesh panel, so the airflow overall is going to be great. For the next PC, it's $1500, so it's $200 more than the last one. You get the same CPU, the i5 11400F, but you get the RTX 3060 Ti and 1TB of SSD. Now, you may think, how big is the difference between the 3060 and the 3060 Ti? Well, it's big enough. Believe me that between the 3060 and the 3060 Ti, there is a huge difference on gaming, and you're going to notice that. And also here you get 1TB of SSD, so no upgrades necessary for the future, and this is a gaming PC that is going to be capable of running 1440p 60 FPS average and 1080p 240Hz monitor, but I mean the previous PCs can do that too, so if you have a 240Hz monitor or a 1440p monitor, this gaming PC is going to be the best one on the list because it's not the most expensive one and is still going to deliver excellent performance, and the deal here are $200, and that's something really really good. And for the last deal, for a higher end gaming desktop, we have the Omen 30L. This one used to be $2,500 and now is $2,400, and it has the i7-11700K, a great processor. You get the RTX 3080 Ti, and that's the most interesting part because this GPU is really hard to get, and PCs at this price point usually don't have 3080 Ti, and if you get the 3080 Ti from Amazon right now, it's around a $2,500 price, so literally you are paying a gaming PC for less than that with the same GPU and also a processor, a power supply, a case, and a motherboard. You also get 32 gigs of RAM at 3200 MHz, which is great, 2TB of hard drive, and 500 gigs of SSD, so you get a combination for both, and fast storage with that M.2 SSD. The only thing that I'm concerned about this PC is going to be the cooler for the CPU. It doesn't say if it has a liquid or an air cooler, and that's something that maybe you have to upgrade in the future if temps are not great, but since I don't know, I'm not pretty sure, but once again, that is an easy upgrade as well. Now I'm going to show you a laptop that I thought is a really good deal for the price, and it's $950. It used to be $1,200 and comes with the i5-11400H, the RTX 3050 Ti, 16 gigs of RAM, 500 gigs of SSD, and 144Hz IPS panel display. This one is a 1080p laptop gaming. Of course, it's going to be enough to play competitive games with the proper settings, of course, at more than 144 FPS average, so you get advantage of those 144Hz display, and it's going to be enough as well to play games like GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2, high settings, 60 FPS or more. So for the price, $950, I think it's a really good deal, and it's something to look up for. Now, if you're a PC builder, you like PC builds, I'm going to show you some components that are on a deal right now. The first one being a CPU. This one is the Ryzen 7 5800X 8-core 16-thread CPU, one of the greatest CPU out there for both multitasking and gaming, and you get it for $340 and it used to be $450, so you're saving a 24% for this processor. So if you're thinking of building a medium to high-end gaming PC, this one I think is one of your great options right now because it's on sale. But if you're trying to build a budget PC with integrated graphics, you can get the Ryzen 5 5600G with an 8% discount, which is not a lot, but again, you're building on a budget, so you save $20 extra, and that's something nice at the end. You're still saving money, and I think it's a great CPU, and the integrated graphics are really decent. I would buy these integrated graphics instead of an i3-10100 and the GT 1030. I think if you build a gaming PC around the CPU with this integrated GPU, it will have a lot of upgrade ability in the future. Next, we are going to talk about the Samsung 980 1TB of SSD M.2 NVMe, one of the greatest SSDs out there for $100. It used to be $140, so you're saving around 30%, and I think that's a lot of money that you're saving for a fast storage. So once again, if you're building a medium to high-end gaming PC, this one is going to be your greatest option right now. Next, we are going to get into the monitor section, and we have the Acer Nitro 27-inch gaming monitor. It's a 1080p 165Hz monitor with a 0.5 milliseconds of grade-to-grade response time, and it also has AMD FreeSync. The deal is actually pretty good. You save 24%. It was $250 before the Black Friday, and right now it's $190. So I think this monitor has the greatest value for the money. And if you're going to buy any gaming PC that I've mentioned, even the HP Papillon, which is the cheapest one, this monitor is going to match it perfectly. And the last thing that I'm going to recommend you is going to be maybe random for you, but these are going to be the new Apple Airpods Pro. I mean, the newest one are the 3rd generation, but these AirPods are actually better, and you get them for $170, actually for the same price right now as the AirPods 3rd gen, and you're actually saving $80. Believe me that the audio on these things are actually pretty good. I actually voted for this deal, and they have a lot of features like noise cancellation, transparency, and you get a spatial audio, which is a cinema-like sound from a movie or a video you're watching, so it sounds like it's coming from all around you. Like I said, I voted and I think it was a great buy, but of course it's up to your budget. So that was my gaming list for this Black Friday. I hope you enjoyed, and if you found it helpful, please leave a like and subscribe, but most importantly hit the bell button so you get notified when I upload this type of content, which I do from 3 to 5 times a week. If you have any questions about these PCs, these laptops, monitors, whatever, leave it in the comment section and I will reply as fast as possible. And remember that you have all the links to everything that I have mentioned in this video down below in the description. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.